my flows, they gonna drop down to their toes. And you knows what goes on for shows. After that, them cheeks go clap.
That blows.
I deserve that.
Boom.
Rat-tat-tat.
I hated that. Oh.
Keeps on going. Keeps on flowing. And I'm never slowing down.
Down. Well, I'm recording on my end. I don't know if you are.
All of that was recorded?
Yes, all of that was recorded on my end, so...
Oh, that's a great way to start this.
Were you recording or no?
I was not.
Damn, I have to allow you to, don't I? Because...
Yep.
fucking this stupid thing. And here she comes, the voice in my ear.
Recording in progress.
Recording in progress. Recording in progress.
I guess I should get your audio version then, if you want to keep that thing in the...
It could be a video exclusive.
All right, yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's make it video exclusive.
I'm adjusting your camera now, so give me a second, because Discord is weird.
Diskeezy with the freezy.
Are you good? You just stuck in rhyming mode?
Rhyming mode. God damn, you have a lot of toys on your desk.
What?
No, I guess not. Not a lot. I'm looking at the snap you sent. I just see a bunch of figures on your desk.
Listen, I mean, yes, there's a pile of them, but you know, I have to find spots for them. There's technically 4 that are supposed to be here, and then the rest are just like existent.
Are those the jean curtains behind you and behind your
yes, they
screen?
are. They're jean curtains.
Curtains.
Curtains, and indeed, yes. I've had these since I was in like middle school, mind you. So it's definitely been a good while that I've had it.
So you got some 12-year-old jeans from you being like 12, 13 up on your window.
Yeah, man. I have like pins and shit on it. Like I just like you know, buttons and pins.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them, ironically, which is in turn what we'll talk about in a minute, is from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading Card Game Championships 2013.
Boss.
Not 2013. I think it's actually 2009. 2013 is when I graduated. Yeah, it's 2009. There's like a pin.
2013 is when you graduated. God.
Yeah. Sorry. I gotta stop doing that.
Graduated
But
before.
So this was in 2009 when I was a child, and I found it on the floor of a mall because my brother and I used to, when we would go to the mall and shit, we'd be those kids that would like see something on the ground and we'd be like, ooh, like the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I found that. I guess they were hosting a card competition for Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm the champion now because I have the pin from this long.
I'm the captain now. You are the champion now.
Hell yeah. But
Yo, did your mom just follow us on Instagram?
Did she?
the SB4Q page?
That's a great question.
It has to be your mom because on my list only you and Ryan follow her, and her last name is King. What are the odds?
Most likely her. Yeah. It's funny though, because I remember, when was it? I think I was talking. It was the night of PAX when she had to come pick me up. Mm-hmm. At the train station, which we'll get to that story in a minute. But no, I was like talking to her in the car. I'm like, have you even like listened to a singular episode? Like, she's like, well, I don't even know how to do that. And I'm like, you just hit the fucking play button. She's like, oh, but like, I don't know how to do that. Like, where do I do that? I'm like, Spotify. It's like we have everywhere that exists. If you want to listen to it on SoundCloud, which I highly doubt, she's not the type of woman to use SoundCloud, but still.
So I listen to your podcast on SoundCloud. I don't know if this is how your mom sounds.
I was done listening to Little Jesus, and then I started listening to your podcast.
That's what I was about to say. Like, after it went off, I got bombarded with so much cool mixtape artists.
This one named Little Jesus. Oh,
have you heard of him?
Yeah, the bars. But
if your mom is listening, I'm sorry, Chris's mom.
Oh, she's not listening. She would not listen. But she wouldn't.
She would not support my work.
The fact that it is just a video game podcast, just that advertisement alone that it's a video game podcast will just cement the fact that she won't listen, even though this podcast is like 40 to 30% video games most times.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's just us like rambling about like memories around video games and like adjacent things that are
video games on this show has become like just the obligatory thing we have to do. We'll talk about all our regular shit. Like, oh yeah, so news, this happened and this happened and this happened.
Yeah. What do you think about it, guys?
What did you play?
Go watch our shit.
What'd you play? Nothing. What did you play? You already know Apex and this and that. But anyway, back to the getting high.
What? Getting high?
Because of the episode we did, we were talking about getting
high.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, I thought we
diarrhea, but we really want
to talk saying about. Right now, get back to getting high. And I'm like, wait a second. What episode are you recording?
You look up and my screen is just smoke.
I can add that effect, but I won't because I'm lazy. But this weekend was time we went to PAX Unplugged.
We did.
Yeah,
it was certainly unplugged.
Yeah, we kind of went to it in theory because I like
we
were there for about like in total maybe 3 hours. At the actual PAX.
In the PAX, it was less than 3. It was like an hour of total time in the conference. Like it was
maybe 2 for me because I got there a little bit before you.
True.
A little bit longer, but it was more just like a hangout day in the city that we paid $35 to get badges for.
Yeah.
So there's that. But it was a time we showed up. We made a nice video of it. If you haven't seen it yet, it's over on our YouTube channel.
Please go watch that.
Yeah. It's a nice short one. It's a short, compact like vlog. It's parody. I've already had to tell one person. One person in the comments was like, "Did you guys really not know?" And I'm like, I mean, technically, no, we did not know a week ago, but we definitely hammed it up and we talk about it online. And I did the good thing, and I actually got the person to subscribe. So if you're watching, hey, I was like, oh yeah, we talk about it on episode 59 if you want to hear about it. And then they like gave me a thumbs up on my comment on the Save Before Quitting account. Subscribed. I'm like,
that's what you want.
Like that's how you do it, right? That's marketing.
Look at that engagement.
Fuck yeah, we got engagement this week too that we'll talk about pretty soon from from our TikTok, and I want to go off on that. It might be the opening of that new segment that I wanted to bring to the podcast. This will be the nice ease into it.
Mm-hmm.
But we went to PAX. It was a fun time. I got to see a lot of the NGPs. CLD came down. We had Lucas, Anna, Trevor, John, and Yuki were all there. We were walking around for a while, having a good time. A lot of stuff that we didn't know, and we were kind of just like walking around doing nothing. And then we went to dinner. A couple nice across the street place that was pretty good.
Where was that? We went to Iron Hill.
Iron Hill. That place was fucking good, dude.
It was. You were surprised by how the pizza tasted?
Dude, it was. Because I was just like, it's just a pizza. You know, it's a pizza, whatever. And like you and Nicole both got like chicken sandwiches, and then she got the sweet potato fries with that dippy stuff. Yeah, that was fire. My drink, the Raz lemonade.
Yeah.
I wanted 7 of them.
Right. I wanted more of mine. I finished it so fast. I was like, well, there that goes.
Dude, same. And it was just ice. And I'm like, it's $10. I can't get another, but also I should get another. But
if I get another, I won't have money to buy a whole bunch of figures in the week. Throughout the week.
I bought a figure there, ironically, which I assume I'll show it off on Figure Friday. Currently, it's among my Christmas display because it is a Christmas figure. But
It's Chris Figured. That's what Figure Friday should be called. Chris Figured.
Chris Figured?
Like disfigured, but it's Chris Figured.
Are you calling me disfigured?
Is that what you identify as? I have to ask.
I don't think that's a thing that people. What?
I don't know.
That was a great conversation at Iron Hill as well.
It was. I won't have that conversation here though.
I know, right? But yeah, that was a good time. Good people, good hangs. Saw a couple of cool things there. We actually did see a video game there, ironically. Mm-hmm. It was an arcade cab that was two arcade cabinets that you play against each other for the game.
Oh, Killer Queen.
Killer Queen, yes. And I think it was John in the Discord was telling us that you can like play that on Steam or on Switch.
It's on Switch.
Switch. And what's it called? It's like Killer Queen something?
Killer Queen Black on Switch.
Okay, cool. And then it's the same game, but just
I think it's the
Switch.
same game. Like I haven't played it. I just know the version on Switch is called Killer Queen Black.
Yeah. It was pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Like the dude there was like 2 to 3 people that were like working it, which was funny because there are just like thousands of people playing like board games and card games to our like behind us, and there's just like 7 to 10 people like crowding these arcade cabinets. Like,
we found the game.
The games. We found them.
You found the video games at the PAX Unplugged.
Oh yeah, but it was a good time. I definitely kind of want to get it on Switch. I'm like, I'm feeling it. I liked it. I was playing the attack bee. I was killing y'all a lot. Apparently, CLD was getting mad at me because I was coming straight at y'all. I literally just got like you get like berries, and then you go to this like platform that turns you into an attack bee.
Oh and yeah, you were the attacker. I think I was the queen.
Yeah, you were the queen, and then I forget. I think it was right when I walked away. Like in the video, the scene where like I'm filming you, like playing the game. That's the game that ended in like 30 seconds. Like you like got the thing, and then you just beat the other queen, and it was just like game over. And I'm like, oh, that sucks for the people that just started playing. Where I like let these like couple. I'm like, hey, do you guys want to hop on the sticks? And they're like, oh yes, thank you so much. And then you fucking annihilated them.
Yeah, fuck that. We walked around this place looking for games. We found them. It's time to go. It's time to play this game like we've never played a game before.
1000%.
It was fun, though.
It was fun. I'm trying to think of other things that happened at PAX besides us just being there for a bit.
Y'all got dice.
Yeah. I bought some dice. I did have the bag somewhere on my desk. I thought maybe I put it. Oh yeah, I put them in here. I bought like a it was a blind bag of dice, and there was like 3 rarities. Like one of them was like you're gonna get plastic, and then one of them's like you could get plastic or metal, and then the last one was like you're gonna get a full set that's definitely metal. And I'm like, okay, well that one's only $5 more. I'll get the metal one. And I actually got mini dice, which I don't know if it's gonna show up on camera well, but we'll try it. Show it to you first. That's how tiny it is.
It is pretty small.
It's like a little tiny D20. It's got red and blue gradient. Rolls pretty well. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like I just rolled 17 and a 16 and a 20.
That dice roll sound is like soothing to the ear. Like,
yeah, right. And it's like they're nice and metal, so they're like they got some heft to them, even though they're tiny. It is funny to me because they come in like dime bags. Like
you got that illegal dice.
Like each dice comes in its own little personalized bag that came in its own personalized bag that was in a shiny purple bag. So I was like, this is a little overkill.
You lose this, then you tried to lose it.
It's my fault as of that point.
Right.
But I was like, I'll at least grab like a set for myself. And I grabbed like a normal set as well because the last set that I got was like given to me when I played like 2019, like right at the beginning of the pandemic, pretty much. Like when I first played at like a game shop, they were like, oh yeah, just use these for now. Like, here you go. And I'm like, okay. And I've had them since because, you know, not trying to spend money on dice. But then I was like, fuck it, I'll spend some money on some dice. I also bought a figure of Krampus, which you'll see on Friday. And then we had a little bit of a situation. Oh no, we went to a bar as well before we went to the train station with CLD. and it was a great time. CLD knew the people there, and they gave us like some shots on the house that were like green tea shots.
Apparently, CLD and his father have framed pictures of them blowing up behind the bar as
Yeah,
the kings of the bar.
Dude, like it was funny because we were walking up to it, and I'm like, I have like a slight buzz from my drink at Iron Hill, and then we're like filming more bits for the video and whatnot, and we're walking to this place. We're trying to kill time before our train show up because we have like an hour plus, which was a lie. Was it? And fucking, we get to this bar, and like as we're walking up, Seal's like, "Oh yeah, like my dad, like he's like famous here, man. Like they like love him and blah." I'm like, "Oh okay, cool, that's awesome." I'm like, "Yeah, I go to a restaurant or two that like my family's like somewhat recognized, but not like to this extent." We walk in the door. CLD is heading the group, just leading us into adventure. And like right as we fucking walk in, it's like the scene from Predator with like Arnold Schwarzenegger and what's the guy's name? He's in Mando. Carl Weathers. They do the it was like that, and then like they like, "Oh, what's up, man?" Blah, blah, blah. Like, and we like they make like a table for us and shit. And I'm like, he wasn't kidding.
You guys should have seen it. Everybody, the whole room got quiet. Everybody turned around like, CLD, CLD.
And then the soccer lady that was there was freaking.
CLD's dad's son.
Because that's how they know him. But it was a great time, and I very much appreciate it. Thank you, CLD, for showing us that spot. It was actually pretty good. If we had not eaten, I would have probably gotten food, to be honest, because of the train situation later, in which I think all of our trains were late on SEPTA.
Not like yours, though.
Well, that was mine wasn't late. 2 of them were canceled. So
it still didn't come yet.
Pretty much. So my train was canceled. Like it literally, we got to the station and walked down. I walked down the stairs and swiped my little Johnski. And as I got down there was a train leaving. It was on the other side, so it wasn't my train. And it shows my train up on the thing, on the little thing, you know, with the and fucking waiting, sitting there. I'm on my phone. I'm like, man, I got like 10% left because my phone hates me. And then I see you guys come up and walk next to me, and I'm like, oh, hey, what's up, guys? What's up? You're both on the same track. And I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, my train was supposed to be here like 15, 20 ago.
Yeah, and mine was like 18 minutes late.
Yeah, and I think yours was like supposed to be like a couple minutes after mine. So then once your train came and you got on it, and I was like, okay, this is an issue. Then I look at my phone and I'm like, oh, there's another one coming around this time. Cool, no problem. 20 minutes goes by. That gets canceled as well. But it stays up on the thing.
Yeah.
So it's still there. And then I'm like, okay, what the fuck do? I have 7% on my phone. I don't want to spend more money and go upstairs and go get a fucking mobile charger. I don't want to do this. What do we do? And Nicole's like, just get on the train that I'm getting on, get off at my stop, and then I can drive you home if needed. I'm like, well, listen, that's out of your way because I live in bumfuck suburban nowhere.
That's what the sign says.
Exactly. I'm like, I will call my parents and be like, hey, you mind swinging by and picking me up because this is some bullshit. So sat on the train for a while. It was actually kind of funny because like Nicole and I were talking the whole time, like just like normal conversation. Yeah. And fucking there was a couple in front of us. There was like this old couple, and the woman who was wearing this ugly ass dress that looked like it was like the black and blue dress. Like the meme from like the black and gold and the white and gold, whatever the fuck that thing was.
Good times on the internet when that was going on.
Yeah, right. But it was the black and blue version, and she just looked so irritated that we were talking at like a low volume because we were in the quiet train. And I'm like, bitch, there's a woman behind us, like 3 seats back, that's on her phone, like on speaker, and you're mad that we're just talking. And like her husband just kept like looking over at her the whole time, just being like, and like grabbing her weird fucking old shoulder and be like, "It's okay, honey." And I'm like, "Fuck you, fuck both of you and your shoulder." Yeah, pretty much. I was like, I'm done. I'm like, it was funny because like there was a point where I was like, okay, maybe we should stop talking, and I stopped talking for a bit, and then he kept like touching her shoulder, and like she kept looking more, and I'm like, nah, fuck you. We're gonna talk. Fuck you. So I started joining back in for a second. I was like, fuck you, bitch. And just kept going.
Old shoulder.
Exactly.
Old shoulder combo.
Old shoulder. Sponsored by Terry Crews. But it was the time. My train was canceled twice, and it was a bad time to get home, but I got a little bit of Mickey D's on the way home. Meanwhile, I have Ryan texting me the whole time, like, so when you getting on Fortnite? I'm like, sir, 2 trains were canceled. Mom and Dad had to get me. Then our fucking dad decides to stop at McDonald's.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about this bad McDonald's trip.
Oh, my God. This McDonald's was so stupid. It was run by... there's like a couple in the area. Mm-hmm. And like, my dad's like, oh, do you want anything? I'm like, yeah, just quarter pounder with cheese, plain. Simple. Easy. They don't have to do much because there's nothing on it because I said plain, right? Mm-hmm. No, not true at all, actually. They're going to fuck it up and put everything on the burger that I don't want. I don't like pickles. I don't like mustard ketchup. No, I want it plain Jane. That's what I want.
Right.
Everything's on there. So then my dad says to this fucking 12-year-old kid that's working at McDonald's like 7 times.
Child labor laws. I don't know how to pull
it needs to be plain. And he's like, what? And just keeps saying what over and over and over again. And Dad's like, plain and burger. And he's like, so you just want the bun and cheese?
Oh my!
And I'm like, what?
Wouldn't that take away the point that he said the word burger?
Exactly. The fact that I'm ordering a quarter pounder with cheese. Why the fuck would I not be asking for the burger? And then the kid's like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm hard of hearing. And I'm like,
then why they got you working the fucking drive-thru?
Exactly. So that was fucked up. So then we're sitting there waiting, and I'm like just chilling, waiting for it to come back. Finally get it, and it's fine. And I'm like, fuck it, I don't even care. It's fucking freezing cold when I get home. And I'm like, okay. Mm-hmm. They just threw like some like old ass burger on a bun. So I'm like already annoyed. I hop on Fortnite, and Ryan's like, what took you so long? I'm like, bitch.
Didn't you already tell him what was going on?
Oh, I did. Multiple times. I'm like, listen, I'm in a predicament right now. But it was a time overall. It was an interesting day.
And a story to tell.
Yeah. I'm glad that we went, but I'm also under the impression that we probably won't go again.
It'd have to be a very special occasion.
Yeah. It's not that it was a bad
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all. I respect it completely.
It was just one of those things where, obviously, we're a video game podcast. That's what we're here for. Did 2 of the people that bought tickets from the podcast think it was a video game convention? Maybe. Yep. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. Did we still have a good time, get a couple drinks in us, get some good food, have some good laughs with friends, and make a great video out of it? Yes. So that's worth $35 to me. Yeah. And a terrible train situation. But that's just me.
You know now that we have to go to the actual PAX now and make a sequel to that video.
We do. I was looking into this one. It is in April. I don't know. A lot of the people in the Discord are saying that they're not able to make it themselves.
Right.
I haven't looked into pricing at all of what it will be because I think the tickets just went on sale or something. Mm-hmm. But we'll see. I don't know. We'll have to figure out where life has us in April.
Because I can't even answer that question right now.
Yeah. Because April... carry the 3. 5. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, life's gonna...
months from now?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 5 months. Well, if you count this month, it's 5 months.
Okay, so then you got some time. But still, either way. Yeah, man. We might go to PAX. We'll see. If it's not this year, maybe next year. But either way, we'll make it to the actual PAX at some point and plug in for the sequel.
We got to do a whole, like, before we walk in, you got to make a video you're just telling me, like, I promise video games are at this one. And I'm just like, nah, fuck you, man. I don't even know how you got me here. Fuck this.
How the hell did you get me to Boston?
Right.
I woke up in the bathtub and fucking ice cubes. What the hell?
I had to prove it. It's video games.
I swear to God, there's controllers and buttons. There's buttons and joysticks.
First game I see is some kind of like card game with cards. It doesn't need cards.
That's on brand though. That's pretty good. But yeah, man. So it was a fun time. We hope that everyone had a good time that was there for the actual reason to be there. But yeah, go check out the video on YouTube now.
Right now.
Right now. And
Do
let's start the show.
Start the show. Level up, gamers, and welcome back to the Save Before Quitting podcast. I'm Ant.
I'm Chris.
That is Chris.
I was drinking.
Chris drinking. Sorry. And thank you for joining us once again on another podcast episode number 61. Level 61, I should say.
Level.
We're
gamers.
Level up. That's why you level up every time. We all level up each time.
Every single episode.
Soon we'll be able to beat the boss in one hit because we're so leveled up. As always, save before quitting, all the way spelled out at gmail.com if you would like to email us. savebeforequitting.com, all the way spelled out, for merch, for everything, all links to the podcast, all the above. Save letter B number 4 quitting at Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and you can find us on YouTube. That is TITTY. That is Titty Gang for life.
Titty Gang.
Man, there's some stuff to talk about. We got to cover them awards. We got to cover a couple of things. But before we do that, Chris, what have you been playing?
What I've been playing this week, I just got done about an hour or so ago. With a little bit more Halo multiplayer online. I still have not delved. Is delved a past tense?
I haven't had the chance to
delve.
I feel like delved is a word for some reason, but I could be completely wrong.
I've not played the campaign yet because I don't know why, but I kind of want to play that co-op instead of single player. Like, I feel like the single player, being the open world that it is, it's going to be fun, nice sandbox, and like just running around killing people. But I was talking to the Haptic guys, and like both of them are refusing to play it until there's co-op in the game. And like at first I was like, that's just kind of a weird flex, but now I'm like, that does sound fun, and I would enjoy doing that. So I'm in that mindset. But just got off the games just with Josh today. Played a little bit with Josh and Brett yesterday. It's been fun, man. It's probably one of the most fun multiplayer, like in the competitive sense, I guess, as opposed to just being an overall like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, it's not a just fun. Like, it's actually hard to play, and like you're trying to win like the whole time, and you're not really. I don't know how to word it. You're not trying hard, but you are trying hard. It's weird.
You're having fun, but it's challenging enough.
That words are hard for me today. I'm not in the podcast mindset because I just got off of. We had like 8 wins. I fucking started using the gun called the Mangler. It's like a pistol kind of, but it has like a 6-round barrel that are all like shotgun shells, but they're not shotguns. They're like projectiles that have a little like fall off with the bullet. And it's terrible close range, but like it's a 3-shot kill if you can get like the shots perfect. And I started hitting it because I had like a challenge, like, oh, you get 3 kills with the Mangler. I'm like, this fucking gun, this thing sucks. And then I got the first kill with it, and I like realized, I'm like, that's how it works.
Right.
And I literally was like searching for it on every map. Like, I'm running to the walls. I'm like, are you the Mangler? Nope, don't want it. And like I would get it, and then I'd pop off, get like 7 kills with it, run around the map.
Of the Mangler.
Yes. We'll get to that too. But fucking, I literally would like get so many kills with it, and I'd use all of my ammo, and like the guns on the wall replenish with like a little loading bar.
Yeah.
And by the time I'd use up all of my ammo, I'd get back to it so I could replenish my ammo and just like walk up to the wall, and it would give me my ammo back. I'm like, this feels so good, like this gun. So that felt good. But it was fun. We played one of the ranked game modes for the first time, and that was very challenging. It was ranked capture the flag, which is insane how try hard these people are. but we won it, and it was a flawless victory. They didn't get our flag one time, so we kicked some fucking ass. But other than that, I played a little bit of Apex, and
back to the Apex.
I played about an hour of Apex with Brett and Josh. This is before we switched to Halo.
Right.
Because I needed to switch to Halo.
It's one of those.
Yeah.
Those times.
We played so many games with hackers that I said... And another thing is there's a new event in Apex right now for a new heirloom that just dropped. And it's all like pirate themed. And don't get me wrong, some of the skins are okay, but they kind of suck.
Right.
Like, they really suck. And it's starting to piss me off that, like, the skins are so expensive. 80% of the time, they don't even look that good. And then they released this heirloom for one of the characters, and it literally looks like you took the ray gun from Call of Duty, put a calculator from the 40s on it, and then, like, the nozzle or the blaster end of it is the little clampy thing from Death Stranding. So it's a gun, but, like, it's not a gun because it's a melee weapon for, like, when you don't have your guns out. And I'm like, this is
to think about.
It's so stupid, and it doesn't even look good, and it looks just terrible. It doesn't even, like, it makes sense for the character, kind of, because she's, like, a techie character and, like, a scientist, but also, no. Like, give her, like, a beaker filled with, like, acid or some shit, and, like, she swings it around, and, like, she's got to keep the acid in, and that's the animation or something. I don't know. But it's ass. It's really ass, and it pissed me off, and it's not on my console anymore.
Damn.
I literally...
Apex.
I uninstalled it because of how bad of a time I'm having with it. Don't get me wrong, I will end up installing it again at some point because I still love that game. I just do not love playing it right now at all. It is not fun. On the reverse end, what game is fun right now is Fortnite.
Who would have thought this day would come?
The reason why I'm playing Fortnite is specifically because I want the Spider-Man skin. And then while doing that, I'm just having fun with the game. And it's weird to me.
You are a Fortnite kid.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Fucking douchebag guy on TikTok. Fuck you, guy. If you're listening, probably not, because you didn't look at anything besides our most recent uploads. Fuck you.
Now you gotta put that clip on.
I am kind of mad. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little mad at it, but it's fine. It's gonna fuel some fire. But it's weird because I feel like with the games that have been out recently, it's been very spread apart for games that are just fun. Like, it's like shooter game after shooter game after shooter game. Like Returnal, Halo, Apex, and like those are the ones that have been like mainly on my radar.
Right.
And then like you get like your eventual Ratchet and Clanks tossed in there, sprinkled a bit. You had Miles for a bit, and like those ones, it was like this period of time in like when I'm playing the games where I'm having fun playing, and I'm not doing anything to try hard and be good at the game. I'm just there to have fun.
Right.
And then I re-downloaded Fortnite to get Spider-Man, and I started playing it a bit, and like it's not as try hard as when I left it back when, I think it was last year, when like we made our first Christmas video, and fucking you got me V-Bucks, and I got Mando, and fucking I got fucking Kratos as a skin and shit. And like then you would hop into like any game and you'd see like some guy like building straight up, just like cranking 90s all day. And it was just not fun because it was like to the point where people were trying this for like a sport. Now it's almost like Roblox.
It's a whole community like hub now.
Yes, but even more than I expected, because back when they first introduced creative, like the creative mode, it was literally just like you're dropped into a world where you can build and like play with your friends in like this little world. Sandboxy as fuck, no big deal. Now the creative mode is a hub for all of the different modes people have made and different maps and shit. So like there's like these things called death runs where like there's like 100 to like 300 different like little puzzles where you have to like there's like spike traps. You have to bait the spike traps to go off so then you can run past them. There's like jumping platformer puzzles. There's racing games. You can actually play Squid Games in the game now.
I want to play now.
Yeah, and it's like it's weird little fun things like that. Plus, then you actually hop into the actual game of the VR, and it's not try hard people anymore. It's like a mix depending on who you have in your party. So like me, I'm level like 50 now because I'm trying to grind to get to the Spider-Man level in the Battle Pass. We had like Yuki and Ryan in the party who are still like not necessarily new, but like they're newer levels. So it was giving us more AI in the 100 people in the Battle Royale. So like you'd be walking around and like you'd see an enemy player and he's just like looking around like doing whatever with like a shotgun, and he's definitely AI, but then once you shoot at him he starts shooting at you, and like their shots are like hacking level of good because it's a bot. But you'll have them, and then every once in a while you'll have like a real person until it eases you into actual players, and it has more players in the game. I've recently, specifically yesterday, got Lucas to download the game. I sent him like a joking invite, hey, you invited Uniguff to go play Fortnite, no big deal. And he's like, I'll fucking download it, whatever. He hops in, like, we played, I think, 7 to 8 games with him, and we won every single one.
Right.
And it was to the point where it was kind of funny because Lucas was kind of, not necessarily bored, but, like, you could definitely hear him, like, this game is just, like, really easy. What the fuck is, like, all the hype about? And I'm like, it's because you're getting bots. You're new. Right. They're easing you into the main game. And it was to the point where like he's like, oh, okay, and then we start playing the death run, and we're all like trying to like beat each other and like get past everybody faster. And like he was even playing today by himself because he has off this whole week after his PAX weekend. So I'm like, the fact that you're still playing today by yourself,
from all that cardboard.
Yeah, I know, right? All those paper cuts,
Right.
But like it was funny because he sent me a picture. He got a win by himself in solos. He's like, "This game's easy." I'm like, "Just wait, man.
Yeah.
Like if you keep doing good, it's gonna give you those people that are real." And it's one of those things where it's like I like it now because it's just mindless fun.
Right.
Where you could either hunt people down to get as many kills as you want to fucking get, or you can just run around the map, find a car, fly around. The web swinging is out now. You pretty much all over the map, there's like Spider-Man webs, and wherever there's Spider-Man webs, there's a backpack webbed to the tree, like like how Peter, is shit. And if you go up to the backpack and you grab it, you get the gloves. So you get the gloves, and it's one of your fucking inventory items, and it like automatically tracks to all the trees and stuff around you. So you just hit R2, start swinging. It's all like lock on to something, and that's how you swing. And as long as you stay in the air, you can keep chaining the swinging. But once you hit the ground, there's a cooldown of like 5 to 10 seconds, depending on how many swings you got in. So you can't just land on the ground and then immediately start swinging. Yeah. So if someone like shoots you out of the sky and it like breaks your concentration, you fall, they got you, and you're on the ground now, so you better build around yourself or you're dead. And it's nice, and it's a fun time. It's very interesting how I think it's fun. Right. I kind of want to play tonight. We'll see what happens, but whatever. Yeah, man. That's all I've been playing this week. A lot of shooters, but one that's really fun because it's fun, and one that's fun because the challenge is there, and the other one
you forgot
is gone.
Matrix.
I did forget the Matrix. I forgot fucking that was this week, to be honest with you.
Well, it was Friday. But...
Yeah. Fuck. So Unreal Engine 5 released the Matrix experience for the new movie, and I played that for a little bit on Friday, and it was really cool. I don't know there's not much to say about it besides the fact that it's really cool.
It's like a showcase.
Yeah, exactly. It was really just the visuals that were like the highlights. Everything else was kind of secondary. Like the gameplay was like they didn't put any thought into the gameplay. No offense, in my opinion. It was just, we have to have some way to do game.
Yeah.
But it was literally just like, for the shooting sequence, there's just circle bubbles, and you just like tap your analog stick to go to the next circle bubble, hold R2, and it shoots whatever. And then once you get to the open world section, there's just a bunch of these little like statues or like podiums that have like fun facts about Unreal Engine 5 or like Easter eggs. Like there was the Fortnite llamas. They're in there because it was made by Epic, so there's that. Fortnite's in the game. Predicting it now. I think is it next week that Matrix is out?
Yeah,
Christmas week?
when they're gonna be in Fortnite.
Next week is when we're going to get the Matrix characters in Fortnite. I think we're getting both Trinity and Neo. If Neo's in the game, I'm getting them 100%. John Wick was already in the game, which is crazy.
All over that shit.
Yeah. It's funny because in Fortnite, like back in the day, like season like 5-ish, like in the very beginning, there was a skin called the Reaper, and it was 100% John Wick, but just Fortnite-ish. Like, it was like the Fortnite Jonesy character, but with long black hair and a suit, and it was 100% motherfucking John Wick. But
Before
then
they had the clout
eventually...
to go get him.
Exactly. Then they actually got John Wick, but I'm like... It's funny because I actually have the Reaper skin, so I might switch it up a little bit and play him tonight if we do play. I don't know if you want to play that because you probably want to play something different for OGs, but we'll see what happens.
If I do OGs, I'm trying to do that by like 9:30, but if not, I can do it tomorrow. It's whatever.
It's all good.
I still got a day before Figure Friday.
You got time. Hey, if you want to take Friday from me, go for it too.
Listen, man, that's your time though. That's like your time to shine.
I've done it on Saturday so many times though.
Still, Figure Friday.
True. Figure Friday on a Saturday though.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens.
We'll see. But yeah, man, I'm definitely really excited to play that. There's a part of me that's like, I kind of want to get Trenton to play now too, because I know that he likes playing Fortnite.
Mm-hmm.
And like now that I'm actually playing Fortnite, I'm like, yo, Trenton, squad up, let's go. Like,
you would do it.
Hop in, yeah, let's go. We're gonna get some fucking dubs, bro. Get some dubs.
Dubs. Like,
yeah.
Oh, I was gonna.
And then he's gonna leave the game and be like, "Oh, let me go play this driving game. Let me go do this now." Like, damn it.
And he's
Damn it,
just gonna
Trent.
say dubs all the time. You're gonna be like, "Yeah, Dad, let's go do dubs." I'm like, "Shut up."
Let's go dubs. We're not going to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah, right. Dubs though.
What about you though? What you been playing around with this week?
Killer Queen at PAX. That is all I played. It has been. I'm a broken record at this point. Last 10 episodes, I'm like, man, it's been busy. Yeah, I played the Killer Queen Black. And well, no, Killer Queen regular at PAX.
Yeah.
But
what do you plan to play? What's in like your
Halo.
queue?
I'm gonna play the Halo campaign, but I understand why people are waiting for the co-op campaign, because that's famously what people love to do in Halo.
Mm-hmm. Especially in open world.
Yeah. But I want to play it. I just need to find a moment to play it. But at the same time, it should be like I should have a moment this weekend to really just like.
We'll just finish this really early so then they think you're still recording and just like talk while you're playing.
Well, if I know them, by the time I'm done, they'll be asleep, which is why I knew I'd probably could do OGs tonight. But I already know I could probably do it tomorrow because I usually fall asleep around the same time. So I don't know.
So Halo either tonight or tomorrow night is what I'm hearing.
Yeah. But I really want to do OGs because I got a really fun idea for OGs.
All right. Any
based on
teasers?
Something we'll get to later in the Game Awards area of the show.
Oh, yes. But yeah, man. I mean, it's been busy in general. I mean, life happens. Life finds a way. Some might say.
I mean,
so there's that.
I guess I could say this now.
That's up to you. I was just trying to be funny with the life finds a way thing.
I know.
I thought that was cheeky enough.
No, I'll hold the information for a while.
Yeah, we're holding.
There's a reason I've been like very busy.
Yes, there's reasons.
Yes,
bitch.
Multiple reasons why, but one big reason why. But we'll hold that information.
Yeah. But yeah. So I guess next up is the elephant in the room, the Game Awards that we co-streamed officially and still have not received our fucking badges yet.
Where the hell's the badges, Keely? We know where you
Technically,
live,
it was supposed to be delivered today, but it wasn't.
What's the
so
deal,
there's
man?
that. Either way, we'll get them, and it'll be a set piece forever in the background of our shit. But
True that.
the Game Awards happened. It wasn't necessarily a lackluster year, like we've discussed over the past 2 or so episodes.
Yeah.
But it was definitely an interesting year. A lot of wins that kind of didn't. There was a couple that did not sit right with me, and we can discuss them.
Confusing. Some confusing, some like just flat out no. That's some bullshit right there.
There was a lot of them that were very obvious too. Like, yeah, obviously. I think it was like, I forget which one it was specifically, but the one that Life is Strange won, I was like, obviously it was going to be them for whatever it was. I can't remember because brain.
I'm looking at it now. It was Games for Impact.
Yeah. I figured that one was 100% going to win that, because not that to discount any of the others, but like Life is Strange is huge compared to the rest of them. Mm-hmm. There were a couple that seemed a little rigged.
Yeah.
Bring up the elephant in the room. What was the category? Presented by Chevy.
Was that the innovation one? The accessibility?
Accessibility.
Yeah.
Accessibility is what it was. For fucking Forza Horizon 5. Which, like, no. Like, first of all, no offense to that game, which we'll also get to in a second via TikTok, in our new segment that we'll figure out a name for after this segment. But, like, that game, I don't think had that great of an accessibility settings. Like, talking to a person who legitimately needs to use those, they said it was god-awful in comparison to the rest. And, like, that wasn't even talking about who he thinks should have won. I don't even know if he had a specific pick for that. But the thing was, like, for that, he's like, definitely not for Forza. Then it's presented by Chevy. And then the game that literally features Chevy vehicles inside of it via, like, paid partnership, because I assume they have to pay to get their cars in the fucking game.
Or the other way.
They win.
They might have to pay them.
That too. That could be it. But either way, it's a mutually beneficial little, you know.
The only thing that would have seemed more rigged if it was like presented by Microsoft.
Yeah. Presented by Microsoft, Chevy, and Wheels.
Wheels.
Presented by Michelin.
Have you driven on a road? Presented by Rhodes.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. But, like, that one really pissed me off. And then the other one that Forza won, Best Sound Design, that really pissed me off, because I was like,
they also won Best Sports/Racing Game.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah.
No offense. Like,
what else?
Like, you can obviously win that, but the fact that they won audio design, like, no. Returnal is on that list. That game's... Like, the audio design was literally made for a new technology of headphone that was released with the PS5. Mm-hmm. Like, how are you going to tell me that the audio design that was made for that is worse than a card game? That, and like,
the controller, the Returnal worked with the controller and everything. It was such good design.
Like, the audio worked with the controller at the same time. Like, that game is, like, flawless. It's perfect. Too hard, though.
Very hard.
I cannot beat that, and I never will. But, like, Forza, it's like, it's just car sounds, the road, the music in the radio. Like, what else is there? There's nothing else.
I haven't
like, the environment, maybe? Like, but still, like, even with the environment that you're in, like, that's not super difficult compared to what they did with Returnal, which was an overall ambience experience with multiple sounds to, like, throw you off with shit going on all over the place with this new headset.
Like, to benefit you, I used to love in Returnal how you could tell what was going on with your gameplay through the sounds you hear.
Yeah.
You can tell, like, the gun you have when, like, your cooldown would stop. Like, when, like, you could hear everything. You could play that game probably if you didn't have, like, with just the sound effects. You had, like, nothing. No.
Oh, 1,000%. Yeah. You 100% could. It would be difficult as fuck, 'cause it's already difficult, but still. Like, that's a game where it's like, you could do anything you needed to do blindfolded in that game. Fighting would be very interesting, but
I wouldn't say blindfolded. Yeah, you can't.
I feel like you can still do it though. In theory, if you had the headphones on and like you're fighting there, like you could hear everything. The only thing is you just gotta hope there's no like map fall offs, which
Yeah,
we'll
you
take
got to
that out
know
of
where
out
you
of the
are.
question. But that one really made me mad. We did post a TikTok about it
Mm-hmm.
coming up after the Game Awards section.
I got you.
Yeah.
And, oh yeah, and the 3 awards Deathloop got.
What were the 3 again that it got?
They got the game direction. They got let me see, game direction. No, a 2. I'm sorry. Art direction. That was the one we were like, what?
That one was really annoying because that was the same category as Artful Escape in that, right?
Yes.
I feel like Artful Escape should have won that hands down. And that's a game that I haven't played compared to a game that I have. And I enjoy the art direction of, like, don't get me wrong, the art direction of Deathloop is good, but Artful Escape, like, it's literally in the fucking name, dude.
True.
And then the first one, game direction, It Takes Two should have won that. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
KMA.
Like, well, what was the... It Takes Two is obviously the, if you haven't heard by now, game of the fucking year.
You got game of the year and family game.
Interesting. That was the... Family game was the
and
one
multiplayer
where I was...
game.
Oh, they got multiplayer too?
Yeah.
I forgot about multiplayer. So they got 3 awards. But game of the year for It Takes Two was very feel good, and it made me, I think it sets a precedent as well for the games as well, that you don't have to have a $60 game that like is like this big AAA thing that has to come out to be game of the year. This is a $30 game that gives you access to 2 players playing for only $30.
Right.
With great story, great gameplay, and great direction at the same time. That is so cool to see win game of the year, as opposed to these AAA games that are like, you know, hundreds of people is on the team, fucking hours of marketing put into it. Like, when's the last time you saw an It Takes Two commercial?
True.
Never.
Right.
So it's really cool to see that. It makes me think that the door is almost kicked wide open for next year, for there to be maybe less AAA titles in the game of the year.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see about that. I'm hoping
there's some hitters coming out next year.
There are. Plus Halo will be a part of it, right?
Yeah.
So there's that.
Already it could be God of War, Halo, Horizon, and Zelda, which is already a stacked list.
True. But even with those, I feel like that gives us some room to like bring in some games that are maybe even indie to the category. Yeah. Like there are some indie games that I feel like deserve game of the year that just are slept on because they're indies, which is kind of sad. Like, I understand you have the best indie category, but like it'd be cool to see if they, you know, put in some good shit.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Like I feel like indies are so prevalent in video games now that I almost feel like there needs to be, if they're not gonna, all right, there's so many first party, third party games that take over the whole game awards, and I would love to see like an indie award, like an indie game awards.
That might even be better, in my opinion. Yeah, an indie game awards, that'd be pretty cool.
Because they have an award like Bridge of Spirits. They got indie game of the year, but there's so many other indies that come out throughout the year.
Yeah,
I don't know, but I know we were also confused about Nier Replicant getting soundtrack.
Yeah, to be fair though, we never played that.
Yeah, I never played.
So like we can't really judge. I mean, I feel like when we were discussing the best soundtrack game, we were very hung up on, I mean, at least I was, on the whole buying songs to be put into games and whatnot, as opposed to composing something. So that's where my mindset was. So no offense to Nier Replicant, but not knowing a thing about it, that just didn't even fucking cross my mind to even check.
Right.
I was just like, nope. These are so much better just from knowing what they are from Guardians. So good for them, I'll say. It's pretty cool. It was very much of a shock.
True. I didn't expect Elden Ring to get most anticipated game next to God of War and Zelda and stuff like that.
That one was very confusing to me, especially with how soon Elden Ring comes out, because that's like less than a month, if not 2, compared to all the rest of them, where it's like the sequel of the Breath of the Wild. That game is so anticipated it doesn't even have a fucking title yet, you know?
Right.
As opposed to God of War, which is like, how are you going to beat God of War as a most anticipated thing? Like, people want that God more than anything.
Was my pick for that category.
Yeah, 100%. If not that, like I feel like God of War is top tier, Breath of the Wild is second, and then maybe Horizon, and then I give it to Elden Ring. I don't even know what the 5th one was. I can't even remember. But like,
I don't remember either.
Like, it's one of those things where it's like, those 3 right there are such heavy hitters. The fact that they didn't win compared to fucking Elden Ring, which comes out like so fucking soon.
Yeah, and people have played it. It's not like they don't
there's
know what
been
they're about
beta
to
tests. There's been open fucking betas, man. There hasn't been an open beta for God of War. What the fuck?
There's not. And I bet you there won't be.
No, not at all. But yeah, other than the awards themselves, there were some dope reveals at this Game Awards.
Yeah.
Besides the Matrix Unreal Engine 5 being the final release as like the one more thing, it was very, very stacked, in my personal opinion. Let's get the cat out of the bag. A new Star Wars game.
It's coming. What was
Star
it called?
Wars Eclipse.
Yeah.
Set in the High Republic era, which is right before the Phantom Menace. It's pretty much like the height of the Jedi. So like it's more of an actual like, it's like a religion more so, and just like a ton of people, a ton of Jedi, ton of Sith, waging this like, it's almost like Renaissance, if that makes sense, like the Renaissance of the Star Wars universe, and it's great. I love it. What
made
else?
by the people who made Detroit.
Yes, also made by them, which makes me very interested to see the type of gameplay that we get, whether it be just a decision-based one where it's kind of like the Telltale series a little bit, where it's like, oh, this person will remember what you said, or you actually play the game, but we'll see. One that I think people might have slept on, I actually posted a TikTok on it specifically because of how good it looked. Have a Nice Death.
That was of the entire show. That's my most anticipated reveal.
Oh yeah, I don't even like those games because I'm not good at them. But holy shit, did that look amazing!
Y'all will see me play that game. I can't wait to play that game. That looks like my shit right there.
Yeah, man. The animations are so fluid. It has like, for those who don't know, an animation where you like spread out something. So like, I don't know how to explain it. Like how lightsabers look in like the cartoons and shit. It's called a smear. Like it looks like you smear shit. Right. If you go on Google and look up animation smears, it's a great time. It's just a lot of like Hanna-Barbera shit where like Scooby-Doo's got like 8 fucking eyes as he's like turning his head really fast, and they smear it together to make it look like it's like wiping, and it's really cool. And this game like uses that so fucking well. Like all of the different weapons that the little Reaper guy can get. There's like a spear, just your regular scythe, and then a bunch of other shit. The boss designs are so cool. The grayscale of it,
looks so good. Looks really good. Like I can't wait to play that game. A game that looked really impressive to me that was revealed was Hellblade 2.
Yeah,
Hellblade 2 looked ridiculous. Senua's Saga.
Dude, the seamless transition to gameplay and then the gameplay not looking like gameplay got me so excited. Plus the fucking giant Attack on Titan guy was pretty fucking cool.
It's that Unreal 5, man. I think I said this earlier in the show, in earlier episodes, where I was like, yo, once 2022, 23 hits, we're really going to see what these systems are capable of, because they've been working behind the scenes with this Unreal 5 for like probably since before these consoles dropped, and we're finally going to start
Oh, yeah.
seeing those games as all like the ports start phasing out the PS4/PS5 games and stuff, and you start getting like legitimately born like built in Unreal on PS5 or Xbox
Yeah.
Series X. These
For
games are about to
them.
start getting like
Yeah.
crazy.
This is when PlayStation believes in generations again. Dude, honestly, wait until they do like one of the fucking directs or some shit, or the showcase, whatever the fuck their buzzword is for their shit.
State of play.
State of play, yeah, whatever. It's fucking, it's all the same. And they just like, we believe in generations, so we're cutting off the PS4. It's like, oh, so now you do, as
Right.
opposed to before when you said you did, and then you lied.
And then they still won't.
Sweet.
Wasn't like PS3 still supported with PS4 for like a long ass time before it finally stopped?
It was about a year.
PS4 will still get like obviously the sports games and Just Dance and all that stuff. They were still porting Just Dance to like Wii U still.
Yeah. You can still get that shit.
Yeah.
They're still like at 5 and below. You can walk into a 5 and below today and buy Wii U games. Like, that's insane, dude.
Yeah. Craziness. But what else was announced? Alan Wake 2.
Alan Wake 2 is pretty big. Just a cinematic for that, though, so we don't really know much about what the gameplay will be, per se. But I was watching a video earlier today on XPlay. They did the XPlay Awards, which is like the day after the Game Awards, where they give away like Goofy Awards and shit like that, and then their Game of the Year. And they were talking about Alan Wake 2 and how excited Adam specifically was for it because of how much he loves the first one. And then apparently how Control is made by the same people. And then so is Max Payne, the original one. And how about apparently both of those games are in the Alan Wake world.
Yeah.
I did not know this because I never played Alan Wake, to be fair.
I never played it either, but when Control came out is when they revealed that everything takes place in the same universe.
Yeah, I didn't even know this because like I played an hour or two of Control before I was like, this is just not for me. Like I appreciated it. I was like, this is cool, but a little too spooky for me because I'm a little scaredy bitch. But I don't know, man. I'm really excited to see that game. I'm assuming, knowing how our channel is, I'll end up having to play that for Bitch Made because we're gonna have to hop back on Bitch Made for some shit at some point. Yeah. But we'll see what goes down for that. As long as we don't play like the super jump scary games, I'll have a good time.
Those indie horror PC games.
Like I would love to play like some horror games where it's just scary because it's scary. As opposed to like fucking jump scare city, like
we want to scare the shit out of you.
Yeah, like if you can give me some good ass games where I'm scared because shit's scary,
you want like a moody, eerie game.
100%,
not like a jump scare horror fest.
Yes, that would be my ideal game to play soon, and we'll see what happens for that. But yeah, man, this year's Game Awards was fun though. It was a good time.
Yeah. The Wonder Woman game announced.
The Wonder Woman game? Fuck.
We'll go through some of these. There was Final Fantasy VII Remake announced for PC. There's a Wonder Woman game announced. Slitterhead from the people who created Silent Hill.
Dude, I hated that.
I went back and watched it because that was the one I missed during the show. They announced that game Forspoken finally launches May 24th. That's another game that like I'm tired of seeing trailers for this game at every event. Suicide Squad, they showed gameplay. We really trying to figure out what that game is like, but it looked good.
It looks good. I am slightly worried that it looks slightly like Avengers with its gameplay. Like, I mean, to be fair, it's a hero third-person shooter / fighter, so it's the same game but DC.
Yeah, but I trust it though because it's from the Arkham people.
Oh yeah, I 100% like. Here's the thing: the gameplay in that looks better than in Avengers, but like I just hope that it feels better than Avengers, because like it can look great, the gameplay can look great, and the cinematics can be great, even the story too. Like no offense to Avengers, while it's like bad, the story was good in my opinion, but like the gameplay bogged it down and how like kind of crap it was. But then with fucking this game, the story looks good so far, at least with the Flash bitch that they showed. That was pretty fucking fun.
Yeah.
And then the gameplay looks great. I just hope that it doesn't feel like Avengers.
I got you.
If that makes sense. And then no microtransactions. Don't give me fucking microtransactions for skins. We're going to have a great time. That's my bottom line. Stone Cold says so.
Stone Cold says. Sonic Frontiers was announced, the open world Sonic game. So, I'm excited. Right before that, they showed the Sonic 2 trailer.
Dude, Idris Elba. So good.
That Knuckles reveal with the Idris Elba voice made my night.
I think Trent said it best when he was like, "Is it out yet?"
Yeah.
I'm like, good question, because it should be, because I want it now.
Yeah, April 8th.
Don't put the goat in the grinder, boy.
Don't put the goat in the grinder.
That's what Jim Carrey was saying in his Scottish accent.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Don't worry, there's a TikTok soon coming from it.
Can't wait. What else? There's a couple things announced. I'm trying to think of, like, what were the ones we were like, oh shit. Oh, that Rumbleverse game.
That one was interesting to me.
They put the not the beta, but like
you could sign up for it.
You could sign up for it, but people in the industry, like, they got early beta copies, and it's getting like some good early impressions. So I'm gonna sign up for the beta. I'm gonna sign up for it.
I'm interested in it. It very much looks like a Fortnite-esque battle royale, but like superheroes.
It looks like wrestling. Like, it looks like Knockout City, but wrestling.
Yeah. And
it's
like
brawler. Yeah.
Isn't there like some superhero type shit in it too? Like, I remember one of them had like a superpower. Because it was wrestling in my head at first, and then one of them did some like crazy shit, and I was like, "Wait, is this superheroes?" But yeah,
I don't know. I want to play it though.
This is the one that's gonna compete with the vampire one that we never needed.
Blood Hunt.
Yeah, I'm never gonna play that again.
But I mean, there are other things here and there, but that was the things that stood out the most.
Yes.
The show. Shout out to Joseph Ferris.
Yeah, Joseph Ferris winning that. He did say fuck the Oscars. He said the thing.
He did. He knew everybody.
Luckily, Cyberpunk didn't win anything. Luckily.
They showed off that Unreal Matrix thing at the end as the last reveal, and I don't like how Keanu never said the word breathtaking. He didn't.
I feel like he was like motioning towards the fact that he had said it. Like there was a couple moments where like he could have said breathtaking, and like he was kind of like looking at the camera like, you ready for it, and then like didn't do it. And I kind of appreciated it because I was just like, let's disconnect from that game completely as Keanu Reeves.
You know what, now that you say it like that, it's like they probably didn't want to connect it to Cyberpunk.
Yeah. Another thing, ironically, this came out after the Game Awards. There was a interview with Keanu Reeves talking about Cyberpunk. This is actually news. He's never played the game before.
Didn't they say he loves the game?
That CD Projekt Red claims that Keanu Reeves has played the game and loved it. Keanu Reeves has stated he has never played the game before and only ever seen video.
They lie right to your face.
CD Projekt Red, get your fucking head out your ass. Stop lying about stupid shit.
Yeah, like your game's being done. Stop lying.
Yeah, like I just thought that was so funny because like he's just like, oh no, I've never played it, and he's just casual about it. And I'm like, you realize what you saying that means, dude? Like
CD Projekt's like, yeah, our game's done 100%. Keanu Reeves has played it. He platinumed it.
Yeah, he loves it. He's so fun. And like I think that it was brought up because people are trying to make mods so they can have sex with his character, and he's like, oh, I'm just so flattered by that. And then like that led to the question of like, have you played it? And he's like, no, never. Like, bro.
Just casually, nah, not once.
Nope, never played it before. Fuck it. I'm in it, but I don't care. Right. But I'm excited for that, man. That's next week though for the Matrix.
It's like,
So
isn't it
Christmas week,
Yeah.
Christmas Day, isn't it? Right?
Well, Christmas Day is Saturday. I guess it could be Saturday.
Yeah, I think it's Christmas Day. But in other news,
Other news.
in other news,
Other.
on the day that you're listening to this, whether it be audio or video, Spider-Man is out.
It is.
Obviously, since we're recording this preemptively to those dates,
We have not seen it.
we have not seen it. I have not been spoiled yet. Have you been spoiled at all?
Not completely.
Okay.
I saw fucking, you cannot go on the internet. I went on Twitter and I went to like the search things that I wanted to type an account in to look for an account. And you know how it has like the headlines right under that? One of the headlines was somebody who tweeted something. I was like, the fuck? But
why would you put, that's such a stupid move from Twitter.
But I think it just takes what's like super trending and puts it there. So one of that was so what I'm not obviously gonna say what I read, but what I read when I didn't want to read, but what I read was like, well, yeah. It didn't take anything away, but it was one of those things was like, I didn't want it like confirmed for me.
I feel that, yeah.
But one of my friends, my bad to cut you off. One of my friends said he went on YouTube. You know how they're putting we talked about in Discord how they put the spoiler in the picture and the caption. He said he saw something that was like, because I told him what I saw, and he was like, well, yeah. I was like, but he's like, no, that's not the one I saw. He's like, what I saw, I'm so mad got spoiled, which let me know, I'm like, okay, there's something bigger.
Yeah.
But
I'm feeling like there's a lot more to this movie than they're letting on. We were talking about this in our Discord as well. If we haven't joined yet, go to the link in our bio and join up on our Discord. We have a couple new members this week. We would like to thank you guys for joining. Yeah, but you can join in on the conversation with us. We're actually going to have a spoiler discussion on Sunday in the Discord about the movie.
Right.
So if you'd like to join in on that and talk about the movie, you can do that by joining up. Don't spoil anything.
A post
on
Instagram and Twitter that just has a link to the Discord, because I feel like people don't want to really take those extra steps to hit link in bio, or even if you do, we'll just make it easier to find.
If anything, we'll make the direct link to it or something. But so join up and we'll talk about it. But do you have any predictions for the big thing that like you have a clue about, or like an idea or general inkling of what could even happen in this movie that would be bigger than what the obvious thoughts are? Because I'm not sure as of this point, besides the obvious of which we all as of this point have seen the fan arts of Toby and Andrew. If those guys are in it, obviously. If they're not, that's really fucking weird and a missed opportunity.
Yeah,
like that's really weird that you would do the biggest Spider-Man movie of all time.
It's amazing
that involves multiverse. Like,
right. It's amazing to me how much that got hyped through the fans and everything. It got hyped to the point where if they're not in it, it's a miss, even though they never promised that they would be in it.
And the crazy part is, like, and we were talking about it in the Discord, like, Marvel's advertisement for this movie has been pretty basic and average. The fans are doing the advertising for this movie for them. They are spending almost no money on marketing because they don't need to.
The amount of promo the fans have given this movie equates to hundreds of millions of dollars.
Oh yeah. This movie is literally bigger than Endgame, which is saying something. That's a 10-year fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like a 10-year build-up for multiple movies, as opposed to this singular movie, which could bring together 3 eras of Spider-Man, which already is doing through the villains, it's crazy to me how that's being overlooked now. Like, Willem Dafoe is in this movie. Fucking Doc Ock is in this movie. Electro, the Lizard, Sandman. We have all of these classic characters from the old movies when we were kids, and that's being slept on because everyone's caring so much about Andrew and Toby, which is like pretty much a given as of this point. But that's just so crazy to me, and it's bigger because it's technically, if you think about it, when was the first Spider-Man movie that came out? Like early 2000, right? You're
2002,
right.
2001, something like that.
Like, that's longer than the build up to Endgame
20 years.
for this one movie.
Yeah.
For this character, this franchise. I feel like Spider-Man's bigger than Marvel as of this point, and it's kind of funny.
So wild you say that. I was just having this conversation today with somebody at my job.
Yeah.
I'm like, Marvel, I'm like, this is the biggest movie of the year, obviously. And we all know Marvel, people get hyped because Marvel itself is an institution pretty much. But
Yeah.
Spider-Man is an institution within the institution of Marvel, which
Yeah.
is in Disney now. Like,
But it's bigger, which is
Right.
crazy.
exactly.
Because it's inside. It's a tumor inside of fucking Marvel.
It's a
A
tumor.
good kind, though.
Yeah, the good tumor.
Yeah, you know.
Everybody, people will be like, I got a good tumor. Right.
It's my sister.
Wow. Episode title.
If people don't listen to this episode and that's the title, we're doing something wrong, man.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, man, I'm
I
excited.
I don't know what to guess at this point. I think it's
I
to the point where
can't.
I'm so close to it.
Yeah.
Like we're seeing it. Well, when you hear this, we're 2 days away. In 2 days, and I know people who are seeing it tomorrow,
Yeah.
and it's like I could guess some things. Like I know me and you talked about Venom before,
Yeah.
which would make sense if you've seen the end of the last Venom.
If you haven't, sorry. But like it's been no offense to Venom 2. But the only good part, in my opinion, was the end credit scene.
Right.
Like, it was just... The first movie is campy and fun. This movie...
Damn. Can't be in bad.
so campy. There's fun moments,
Mm-hmm.
but not consistently. And there's dumb moments more than there are fun moments, which is the thing that outweighs it, I think, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Humbly. But have you watched Hawkeye today yet?
No. And
Okay,
I was told I need to
won't-
watch it.
I won't say the thing then. I
But
won't
it's-
say it.
Okay.
There's a
I
thing.
won't say what I thought it was. Well, what I not it
What did
was.
you think it was?
I won't say because I didn't see it, so I don't know exactly what it was. But somebody told me that it's in some way could be related to Spider-Man.
Maybe.
Okay.
We'll see.
All right, that's
Here's
all.
the thing. Think about this. Hawkeye's on right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
What time period is it set in?
Christmas, because it's Christmas time now.
Spider-Man's coming out. What time period is it set in?
It's set in Christmas time.
It's Christmas time.
The time period in this movie is Christmas time.
Yep.
I know that part.
The Doctor Strange part where it's all snowy inside of the Sanctum Sanctorum.
I just thought it was snowing in there. It's weird shit going on in there.
It's Christmas time.
I didn't know.
There's
that.
also a new TV bumper for the movie in which, you know, like when he's swinging with MJ trying to get away in the beginning,
Mhm.
in the background, Rogers the musical.
Oh, I saw that. And I
Same
know that-
time period.
Yeah. I knew the Rogers thing because I was catching up on Hawkeye last week,
Yeah.
and I saw the ride. I was like, okay, I see that connection.
Yeah, man.
All right, after we get off of here, I'm watching that while I eat.
You need to. If you don't, I will be rage filled because it's amazing what happens.
All right, I'm gonna watch it after this.
Yes.
OGs with the OG is Thursday night because I'm catching up on Hawkeye tonight.
There it is.
And
So if you're
to this
listening on Thursday,
yeah,
tune into our Twitch stream tonight.
right. If you're
And by
listening to it
our,
on
I mean
Friday, it was yesterday. Go check
Go
the
watch it.
Twitch VOD.
Yes. 100%. It's a great time. Again,
Sorry,
what else?
Halo campaign. Won't play you one more night again. 2 more nights now.
Listen, man, they're like 30, 40-minute episodes. You got mad time to play Halo.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah. But what else we got? I don't know what else we got besides the Game Awards. You like texted me the rundown of what we got to talk about, and I can't
we
remember
pretty much
now.
did it all.
You
I mean,
did
real
it
quick,
all.
there was some news. PlayStation actually came out with their own plates.
Oh yeah, and the
And
controllers
controllers.
too. The new coolers. The new.
New
Speaking of
coolers?
Yeah, I turned into a Canadian for something. New coolers, mate. Oi. I a
Nice.
I'm stroking out. Um
Don't do that.
fucking I was at Target this week and I saw the headphones, the black ones.
No, I want those.
I do too, but I have the white ones.
Me too. I might give.
But I also have the black and red controllers.
And you're gonna get more controllers.
I want the blue one.
I know you do.
I love the purple one though too.
For people who don't know what we're talking about, the PS5 not only came out with new plates for the console, they also came out with new controller colors. They have Nova Pink, Starlight Blue, but we already got Midnight Black, Galactic Purple. Those are the three new colors. Yeah,
and they're plates too,
and the
to
plates
like
are
coincide.
the same exact colors. Yeah, the purple one, weirdly to me, I like that deep purple for some reason. It looks nice.
Yeah, man. Smoke on the water.
Smoke on the water.
You know the reference, right?
Nope.
Deep purple. Smoke on the water.
Like weed? What?
It's a song.
I don't know the song.
You don't know Smoke on the Water? It's like the first guitar song anyone learns.
Find my guitar. That's what that's called. I never knew what that was called. I never knew what that was called. You're teaching me something.
Yeah, it literally says it in the song in the chorus. It goes, "Smoke on the water."
That's what he says.
Anyway,
sorry, man. I'm not of the culture.
I don't know if it's much of a culture thing anymore.
I had no idea what that was. I heard that before. If I hear it, I'm like, oh yeah, it's the
it's the dirt.
I never knew the title.
It's the one that goes beep boop boop bop.
Exactly, bop beep boop beep.
But what the fuck are we talking about? Controllers
and plates.
I think it was the UK release. I saw that they're actually releasing the PlayStations with those plates as well. So like when the restock comes, you can get the PlayStations with the stock option of like blue or purple or some shit like that. So that's pretty cool if you're in the UK region that you can get those without buying the plates. But I'm curious, did they show the price yet for the plates?
I did see a price. I think they're like 40 or 50. It's one of the two. I forgot exactly what it is.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. Honestly, I'm probably gonna now I might as well just get the PlayStation ones now.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Like, I have my D brand dark plates, the originals, not the newer ones with the fan on the side.
Right.
These look exactly the same as PlayStation plates. I will most likely end up getting one of the colors because obviously, like, it's such a cool thing to be able to do that and change out your PlayStation depending on like how you fucking feel, you know? So I'm probably gonna get the blue ones. I love that color blue. It's like a teal, nice blue. It's kind of the colors of my walls. It's like my favorite color blue, kinda. So I like that. Definitely thinking about getting it. You're thinking purple, right? Controller too, or just plates? I don't know if I'm gonna get a
controller. I don't know. I'm probably just gonna get the plates and just get black.
Gotcha.
The plates are going to cost $55 each and are releasing on January 21st, 2022 on the PlayStation site. They release in February everywhere else.
Okay.
Kind of how the controllers released early on the PlayStation site and we got the black ones.
Yeah. I think I'm getting the blue plates. I don't know if I'm getting the blue controller though. I'll get the blue plates. No. Maybe if I get the blue controller, then I keep my dark plates on.
You got options and time.
Listen, it's a bad time.
Trying to think of some more news. I feel like there's something I'm not thinking of. I know Silent Hill remake has been announced. What else did I see?
Let's take a look at videogamesfornews.com. I feel like that's pretty much the gist of everything that happened. Surprisingly.
Yeah.
Which is a
funny little bit of news. Xbox themselves is putting out a poster that you can get that has the red ring of death to kind of poke at themselves. This is a poster.
That's funny.
The red ring of death poster is available at the Xbox Gear Shop for $25.
Last bit of news. I just found one thing for you PlayStation Plus members. The free games this month. Godfall for PS5 and PS4 users.
Yay!
DC Lego Super Villains for PS4 users. And Mortal Shell for PS4 users as well. Little less of a good month, in my opinion. Not that great.
Yeah,
Not that good at all.
not really.
I mean, Lego games are okay. Like, they're not terrible. I'm still waiting on the fucking Star Wars Lego game that got pushed back till fucking Infinity and Beyond.
Yeah, what happened with that?
It just keeps getting pushed back. Just because they got more time. But, I guess we'll start this last segment of the show before we wrap things up. I forget what we said we were going to call this segment.
We didn't have it. Well, I don't recall us making a name. We made a name for this?
I thought we had a name. I could be wrong. But in this segment, every week, we'll say, each of us will come to the podcast with an extremely funny gaming comment on a video, an Instagram post, a Twitter tweet, which is the obvious, or somewhere on TikTok that we just find funny, we're going to make fun of, and it just shows either the goodness of the gaming community or the funny bad part. And we're going to ridicule it. It's pretty much our versions of celebrities read mean tweets, except for we're just going to review how dumb or really good the gaming community is. To start, we got our first hate comment. I would have guessed.
I love it.
So over on our TikTok, we've been posting so frequently, so frequently, to the point where we have like 3 to 4 videos up a day. If you're not following, go follow. Save the letter B number 4 quitting. Over there, we posted the reaction to Forza winning best audio, in which I say multiple times cargo vroom, cargo honk, cargo burr, and make multiple confused faces because, boy oh boy, I don't think that should have won.
Right.
And, let me just pull it up real quick. So I wasn't prepared. And my volume on my phone is way too loud. We just turn it all the way down real quick. But we received a comment. Where the fuck did it go? Did they delete it?
It's gone.
Oh, no, they didn't. They didn't delete it. I found it. So, I'm not going to say the username because I don't want to like put that out there. If you know where to go, you know where to go to see it.
Pretty much.
So this is the comment. Fortnite kid mad because he doesn't know what work goes into other games. Crying laughing emoji.
Yeah, Fortnite kid. What do you got to say about that? You got to say for yourself.
So I already commented twice back to him just to be a little salty bitch. But it's funny to me because we've only posted 2 TikToks of Fortnite. 2 of the pretty much hundreds of the as of this point.
Yeah, at this point.
TikToks. None of them, besides that, are Fortnite. So this guy literally saw our video and saw our reaction to Cargo Vroom, went to our profile, skipped over Have a Nice Death Day, which was the next upload, in which we're talking about how cool this indie game looks, saw that I played Fortnite, and then roasted me for that.
And called you a Fortnite kid.
I'm a 26-year-old kid, bitch.
Get it right.
Yes. And it's always funny to me because the people who leave these types of comments are always the same.
No
profile picture, no videos posted, no likes, nothing. Just a blank profile made to be a little douche. And that is our segment of the week, which we talk about abysmal comments. Next week, we'll use other people's. Yeah. So we can go to like a fucking trailer or like G4 or Twitter. We got options. And we're just going to rate and review how abysmal some of the people in the gaming community are. And we'll figure out a name at some point. If we already did, I don't remember. But we don't for now.
The one I can think of on my top of my head is the Sonic movie trailer, the new one, where how Knuckles stops Sonic and hits him into the ground, knocks him out. Someone was like, "That's not how it happened in the game." I'm like, don't be that person.
Yeah.
Of course, that's not how it. Like, duh. Because somebody was commenting on that's not how it happened with Knuckles and Sonic. Like, that's not how Sonic and Tails meet. I'm like, they didn't tell you how Sonic and Tails met in the game.
Yeah.
Sonic 2 comes on and Tails is just there. There's no story. He's just there.
To be fair, this could be it. This could be the origin story of Sonic 2.
But people are going all up in arms about it. But somebody I guess edited the intro to Sonic 3 where Sonic and Knuckles meet for the first time and made it so that it animates like it does in the movie.
Oh, that's cool.
It looks
I like
super,
that.
super dope. So I'll send you the thing. But
hell yeah.
I'm going to talk more about that on OGs because I plan on dedicating it to Sonic.
Hell yeah.
Due to the announcement, and it should be a good time.
Hell yeah. Well, that is all for this week. A little bit of a light week just because we're on the come down from both PAX and the Game Awards, so we're a little bit on the tired side of the podcast. But as always, you can follow us over at Save the letter B, the number 4 quitting, over on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and here on YouTube for the video version. Podcast posted every Thursday, everywhere that you can look at podcasts with your ear holes, and then Friday where you can hear with your eye holes.
There you go. Break that down.
Look at that. That's how you
In
do
other
it.
words, the audio is Thursday, the video is Friday.
What he said.
Like, do what with my eye holes?
Where do you want me to put what?
Yeah.
In my where?
Put the ears in my eye holes. And...
Who's on first?
Good tumors.
That's my sister.
Whoa.
Anyway, but you could also shoot us an email, savebeforequitting, fully spelled out, at gmail.com if you would like to ask a question for the podcast for us to do at the end segment. This week we did not have any questions, so that's why we replaced it with the comment thing. That'll be a little bit more smooth when we're in person next time, probably when we plan it out a little bit better. Yeah. But you can also go to our website, buy some merch, savebeforequitting.com, fully spelled out, where you can see our Twitch stream on the main page, our merchandise. We have multiple different options, Sonic 2 designs, if you like that, with ya boys Sonicified and our OCs. Not really, it's just us, as if in the style. But we've got a lot of options for you guys and the NGPs. We want to thank everyone who's recently subscribed here on YouTube. As over the past couple of weeks or so, we went from like 30 subscribers to 65.
Yeah, we see you, man. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody for hopping on board and joining up and watching videos, even if it's just for the YouTube shorts and you're not getting this far in the podcast. We appreciate everyone who is following along. And we're very, very close to 100 subscribers on YouTube and very close to being affiliates on Twitch. So make sure you go follow us over there so that we can keep boosting that. Share it with your friends.
Please.
Do all that jazz.
Please.
Ant's going to go watch Hawkeye and play Halo at the same time while eating Doritos.
I'm going to pull it off. Let me
dinner.
Find my Doritos.
Didn't you have you had Cheetos?
Cheetos, I finished them. They're gone now. And it's so hard to say goodbye to Cheetos.
There it is. And with that high note, you can always remember to save before quitting. And we'll see you next week.
Peace.
All right, I am stopping the recording now. I'll let that go for a bit.
How come I can't figure out how to stop the recording again? Oh, wait, because it wasn't on Discord. It was on motherfucking
Zoom.